Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to do a quick video on Verge. So I had a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a couple people request and say, hey, what do you think about Verge? Well, this is my thoughts on Verge. I have two different opinions on it. Yeah, it was a big project back in the day when all the privacy coins came out, and especially after John McAfee was like, oh yeah, this will be a $5 coin. So everyone got their hopium little potions going, and they were hoping for the best and hoping for the moon, and that's why it pumped to 25 cents, and now it's like worth not even, well, it's actually worth a penny right now, 1.2 cents. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this project and let's dive in. If you guys are new to cryptocurrency, don't know where to get started, don't know what to invest in, well, participate in the triple threat. The first thing, set up a Celsius account. This is for your savings. This is where you're going to store your cryptocurrency, and you can earn interest. It can be up to 5%, 6%, 10%, and they even have some as high as 17%. Here's a referral link. Use this referral link in order to get 20 bucks in free Bitcoin. Part 2 of the triple threat is to get a crypto.com. Crypto.com account is one of the best places, especially for a beginner, to buy cryptocurrencies, smaller altcoins. So now you have a savings account. Now you need to get a cryptocurrency wallet that allows you to buy those smaller altcoins like your Engine coin, your Raven coin, just like smaller alts, so you guys can participate in those big plays. My referral code is down here. If you use this, you'll get 25 bucks free. And the next one is Voyager. Voyager is awesome. There's a list of different cryptocurrencies you can use. What I like about Voyager in particular is you can actually make your next level up in buying cryptocurrencies. You can actually buy Bitcoin with a limit order. So you just hit buy Bitcoin, hit limit, and you type in how much you want. Boom, you're off to the races. So you don't have to watch it and make sure it's a good buy-in. Here's a referral code you guys can use to get some free cryptocurrency. This will allow you to get $25 for free. Can't beat free. And then obviously this is just a fun one, so you can get free cryptocurrency, is going on Lolly. You get a daily stack. All you do is you tap the treasure chest and you get free sats, and it's literally free. One of the days I literally got 20 bucks in free Bitcoin. Look, 101,000 sats. Pretty cool. So Verge, what is Verge? Well, Verge is trying to be like a privacy coin like Monero. How they work, it's a little different. So here you can actually see this straight on CoinGecko, but they use with TOR and I2P. So basically it allows, almost like VPNs work, it basically masks who it's sending from. So this project and Monero are probably the most true privacy coins that we have. There are several privacy coins out there, but Monero and Verge are probably the ones that are the most true ones, with the technology that they have, with the rings for Monero and for Verge, with the IP masking. So what is Verge? Well, Verge is a secure and user-friendly digital currency. Well, aka it is a privacy coin. Oh, and I forgot to go over the tokenomics on this, guys. It's about 16,418,000,000 right now in circulation, with a market cap of 16.55 billion. So it is a proof of work, so it does the same thing as with like a Bitcoin would. They do have a couple of partners that they are working with right now, and here's a couple of the partners on the first page that are being used. So like it's not technically partners, but NetSense, it's almost like Stripe or Square. Atomic Wallet is just really for storage. So they are being used. I really wouldn't consider them widely adopted. Just a couple of the vendors that they have. I mean, they have a lot of vendors on this list, but you got to think about it like, well, if a company can list all the vendors they have on just one page, it's probably not that big because there's so many companies out there. So these are literally all the websites that they're working with, or all the different companies. In reality, compared to Walmart or Publix or Visa I mean, they have millions of merchants they work with. This is literally just a handful of merchants. And it looks like these are actually just individual websites. So if you guys want to research it, you can go on their page and see them. But some of them, they actually aren't even currently in business anymore. Like this one, I don't think it's in business anymore. This one is just like a cannabis website. Azure VPN. Okay, well, they're still working. Yeah, just click on each of the websites if you want. You guys can look at the different teams and different companies that are actually working for them and see how big they actually. You can also specify it down if you just want to see, like, here's the food they work with, here's the entertainment they work with, here's the retail they work with. It's just different places they work. Mainly they're just in retail, so they aren't in food and beverages and travel as much, or education. Yeah, they're pretty high up in service. That would probably be like the VPN. Yeah, see. Let me just show you why and my opinions on this. So if we go to well, first let's talk about the project. So what is Verge? Verge is a cryptocurrency designed for people in everyday use. Basically, it improves upon Bitcoin by allowing it to be private, fast, and efficient. So instead of being like 10-minute blocks, Verge is actually 5 to 10 seconds. They did not have a pre-mine. You can actually check out their white paper, but it's weird. So you click on the paper, and it says page not found. So these are my concerns with the project as well. If they have some missing links on the website, this isn't the only one. I've seen several different other missing pages. It's kind of like, well, are they upkeeping the website? Is this project still working? Are they dead? Well, I don't know. This is just my opinion on the project. This is just what I'm seeing. I'm just making you guys aware of it. It is not an inflationary coin, so like I told you, the max cap is 16.55 billion. Transaction fees are cheap though, so it's a tenth of an XVG. So it's basically at this rate, it's a tenth of a penny just for a transaction fee. Obviously, if this was a $1 coin, it would be 10 cents for a transaction. And if it was a $100 coin, it would be $1 for a transaction. Or I'm sorry, $10 for a transaction. But it's not likely it's going to be a $10 coin because, well, it's got such a huge supply. Just think about Bitcoin, but on roids. So it's Bitcoin times almost times 1,000. Well, if you want to get the price, just for example, Bitcoin is at, we'll just say Bitcoin's at 40 grand right now, and then you divide that by 1,000, and you're gonna get, that would be a price ticket of $40, and that's if it matches Bitcoin. You know, it's highly unlikely. So RSK is supposed to speed up the transactions. So currently they're at 100 transactions a second, and it'll reach 2,000 per second. I didn't really do much research if it's still being implemented because I kind of just got on the website, and I kind of, after that, looking at the Twitter page and looking at the information, I just stopped there and realized there's other projects you can look at in the market. Really, the only thing that's going to be going for this is some hopium. Guys are going to be looking at it like, oh wow, it was 25 cents back in the heyday, and it's only less than a penny, or a penny now. It could 25x from here if Bitcoin stays at the price. No, guys, there's other projects out there. I would recommend looking at others. Not financial advice, just my opinion. There's better opportunities out there. You can look on their different social media pages if you want to learn about them as they state. But I went on their Twitter page and really don't post much at all on it. I even went on the XVG, XVG on the Lunar Crush just to see their score. They have a 60 Galaxy score, which isn't bad. They are up 200% for the past year, but then again, if you think about it, they are way down from the past 2 or 3 years. Like they're way down. They're 96% down. So if you think about that, yeah, sure, it may be like, for example, this is just telling like the social media score. So just because this has a high score doesn't mean it's a great coin. So for example, Doge, we all know Doge is an entirely useless coin, and even the creators of the coin said it's useless. But it's a meme coin. So that's why Verge may have some potential to pop in price, because it is a meme coin. It's a nostalgic coin that was just back in the heyday, and people who didn't want to buy Monero or couldn't afford Monero would buy this because it was a cheaper alternative. Same thing with Bitcoin. It was one of the, not original alts, but one of the early guys, or the early adopters. If you guys want to see who's holding a lot of Verge, well, here's a couple of the addresses that are holding a lot of Verge. Really, once you get to this amount, or not this amount, but once you start getting past, I guess you can say, the first page, then it just starts going way down. This guy holds 10% of it. Just imagine if he liquidates it, and boom, that's it. Here's the hash rate of all time. They are in terahashes, so they are at a very low rate. Terahash as well here. It's way less than fetahash and etahash. Bitcoin's at the etahash level. It is approaching the zeta hash, but it's barely in the theta hash level. You can see once it drops below the theta hash, it's going to go into the giga hash, which is like doo-doo. It's nothing. Doo-doo squirts, man. But you could see back in the heyday, they got as high as 6 terahash. They aren't even near that. They're barely even approaching 2 terahash because people are getting all the hopiums going on. You can't see it on the big chart, but if you look on the lower chart, you can kind of see we just kind of like pumped like nuts in the past few days because people were looking for some speculative plays. And sure, yeah, this did double in price. But still, in my opinion, there are better plays. There's better options, especially with the website. It's not even fully running. Hey, how can I find out about the roadmap? Okay, great. Oh, 404. Well, I guess their page is down, so I guess they have no roadmap. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of pages don't even work on it. So, I mean, in my opinion, it's just like, I don't know. I don't think it's really functioning project. Yeah, they may have some developers on it right now. Maybe they're just trying to pump up the price and sell it. Yeah, this is my quick take on Verge. If you guys want to learn more about the technology and learn about what they're doing, you guys can look into it, see what they're doing, see what their project development is. But in general, if you guys want to get a sum of it, you guys can actually go on CoinGecko, and this is really the biggest thing you want to see. Verge is an open source project with an active team of developers from all over the world. Not a private company, and they were not funded through an ICO like a couple of the other boom and bust were. These were all original. It was no pre-mine, no nothing. It was just straight mine. If you guys didn't know, Bitcoin actually did have a pre-mine, but it was with Satoshi and it was kind of locked up, and his hasn't even moved, so we don't even know if he still even has access to him. No one knows. But the reason why Verge came about is because Bitcoin wasn't anonymous. It actually is more transparent than the dollar is. Like, the dollar is more hidden than Bitcoin is, because Bitcoin is traceable. Hence why a lot of people messed up when they were using it on the dark web. Hence why Monero came out. So the reason this blockchain was built is so transactions couldn't be traced. So how Verge works is it uses multiple anonymous centric networks like TOR, I2P, etc. And it basically just switches the IP addresses. If you guys didn't watch my video on Orchid, go ahead and watch that video. It's basically a protocol that is like a VPN service, but it's a decentralized one. So yeah, you can just get a VPN, but the VPNs have access to all your information, and it's not really private because, well, they have access to your information. So yeah, if you guys want to check out this project, you guys can research it more, go on their website, learn about them. But this is my take on the project. In my opinion, there are better opportunities out there. You can see they're down by 96% from their all-time high. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. We'll leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 26, verses 2. Like a fluttering sparrow or a darting swallow, an undeserved curse does not come to rest. What I take from this is, well, remember who the real enemy is. If you guys have a horrible day or a bad day, and your wife is just talking to you, or your kids are talking to you, and you lash out at them because you just don't want to talk, and you're just like, oh, I don't care, whatever, leave me alone. Well, remember, guys, they didn't do anything. They don't know what happened in your day. Don't take it out on them. It's not their fault. Just remember, don't fight back at them. Just be patient. Always go about everything you do with prayer and petition. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.